Okay, so today, long, short video thing, I'm going to be going over what you need in a computer. If you're going to custom build it or have one pre-built for you, if you can customize it before it's pre-built, all that stuff. Um, so you're going to hear me clicking a lot on typing because I'm on a website and I'm just going to use it to kind of explain, what you need. So first we're going to talk about some CPUs. So, in CPUs, you need to pick one of three things. This is a really easy decision to figure out what in the world you're going to be doing. You're either going to get a desktop processor, a server processor, or a mobile processor. If you're trying to build a phone, get a mobile processor. If you're trying to create a server for, say, Minecraft or a game, like a dedicated, full-time, always-up server, you're going to want to go for the server processor. Otherwise, go for the desktop processors. We're going to take a look at those. So, your first thing that you're gonna have to decide is your budget, because I've noticed that CPUs tend to take up between $200 and $400 of your budget. Now I'm saying that for good overclockable CPUs. I will go into that later on with some hopefully recording to show you how to overclock and all of that stuff. So, to be honest, there's not much to pick between CPUs other than their price and their ratings. Always check for their ratings because it's better. And so, what you really want to check is first if you're going to go with Intel or AMD. I'm an Intel fanboy. AMD, let me give the differences. AMD is cheaper. They produce more overclockable processors, but however, there are some issues with AMD processors, such as games being not so nice to them. Some games refuse to run. Intel is the kind of universal processor. A lot of people know them, and a lot of computers have them. AMD is the kind of custom build only kind, as far as I know. And so what you're really going to want to figure out is the socket type. I will give you the different sockets and which one you're going to pick. I'm going to first go over the Intel because I mainly know those. I would recommend Intel because they're a little bit more compatible. But AMD, yeah, you can go for AMD. I'm sure that there are other processor companies out there. But Intel 1150, LGA 1150, that is their newest generation. The issue with these things is that they tend to overheat a lot, and so you'll get higher temps. And then if you're gonna have to decide between, and there's LGA 1155, which is very, very similar. It's just a generation older. So if you're gonna pick a CPU, I would either go for their actually 2011 CPU, LGA 2011, because it's older. You don't get as high temps, but it's as overclockable as the newer ones. And if you're not going to pick that one, then go for the 1150 because there are more boards out for it, motherboards. Yeah, and I'd just be very careful about the price. Oh yeah, and K. Now, I'm going to explain the Intel system because this is more confusing. AMD, as far as I know, you can use any one of them. But Intel has a system where their overclockable stuff. Okay, so their system is they use, I think, the letters T, G, S, K, and M. I'm either making those up or that's actually true. That's all I can remember. Anything that has a letter after it, if it is not K, it is either a laptop or like an iPad or a Surface or one of those processors, a tablet processor. And if you see the K, it means it's overclockable. If you plan on overclocking, I will explain what that is later, then you're going to want want to make sure that it has a K after it. So let's go look at some motherboards.